All right, we're here with Jalil Brown at the conclusion of Media Days. You can see it's the conclusion because all these seats are empty until you get right here with cornerback Jalil Brown. How did it go? How did everybody treat you today, Jalil?
It was kind of a long day, but it was actually fun. I enjoyed talking to the other radio stations, TV stations, and kind of getting the word out about Colorado football and how we're going to be this year.
So how are you going to be this year?
I think we have a great year in store. The guys are really focused this year. I've told plenty of people before, after the season, walking off the field, being 3-9 and being so close with so many games, it was hard for us. And now we realized that we had to do something differently because what we were doing in the past was not working. So we kind of decided that we need to start right away. We can't wait until the week before the season starts. We can't wait until camp to try to turn it on. We got to start as soon as the season is over. So we kind of got on the young guys and let them know that you need to start playing right away. So we started taking winter conditioning, spring ball, and summer ball, treating it like it was camp and it was preparing for the season, which it is. And guys, no longer dreaded, coming to workouts. They're actually fired up and amped up and ready to go. And I think that's going to translate to us having a big season and winning.
Scotty talked a little bit about just guys being sick and tired. Those were his words, of losing.
Yeah.
Do you sense that same sort of feeling or whatever among your teammates?
I do. Like I said, last season we would walk off the field and saw the scoreboard. And there was games we would lose by a touchdown, lose by a field goal, 4 points. I mean, the feeling was gut-wrenching. We would sit there and each time it happened, the next time was even worse. And like, what do we have to do to turn this around? So we decided, this season is going to be, a season of no excuses. We're going to go all the way out and let the world know just how good we can be and put Colorado, where it should be.
So what few things would you point to that you believe you guys can turn around, will turn around, and will make this a different sort of season than last year?
There's so much more competition on the team. Last year you had guys who kind of had their position. It was kind of stable, and guys kind of took that for granted. They would go out on the field and kind of go through the motions. Coach stresses it all the time, attention to details. And that's something that we definitely have to move through this season. We went to the Rangers game the other day, and we kind of talked with their coach, Kurt, and he was letting us know, it's the same thing that he tells his guys. You got to pay attention when you're out there on the field. And some guys are missing plays, and some guys don't look still when they're supposed to. It all correlates together. Paying attention to the little things, and that's what we're going to do this year. We're going to put forth maximum effort, like we have in the past up until this point after last season, and we're going to pay attention to the details.
How much did you get asked today about playing for your coaches' jobs and that sort of thing?
I got so many questions about that. Him on the hot seat, moved to the Pac-10. It was kind of crazy. So many questions I got.
What is your feeling on playing for your coaches' jobs and just trying to have a season where it's obvious that Coach Hawkins and his assistants need to keep their jobs, need to be here, need to lead this program?
I mean, to be honest, like I said, we got a whole new motive. We're going with going full effort and not waiting and not going through the motions at practice. I think if we can get that done and get on the same page with each other and not have half the team doing one thing, half the team doing another thing on the field, and with plays, we'll be good to go. And we'll take care of our part, which is to win games and, play as well as we can and do what the coaches ask us to do. And I think the rest will take care of themselves.
I was present when Dan Hawkins was asked today to identify what he thinks is the strength of his team, and he said the secondary. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's very flattering to hear, to hear we're the strength of the team. I feel like we put forth so much effort. We worked hard at it. I feel like the two safeties we have coming back, Ray Polk and Anthony Perkins, they made plays last year. They showed that they can play, at Division I level against people. And they both improved as players so much in the offseason, in the summer, in the winter, in the spring ball. I saw them make tremendous strides, and even in player run practices and 7-on-7 and 1-on-1 in the summertime. So I definitely think they're ready. And to be able to play alongside a caliber athlete as Jimmy, being a big-time playmaker, I think it's going to work out in both of our favor. We're going to be out there, and quarterbacks can no longer throw to the side of the field where, the inferior, I would say, cornerback is. Now they have to kind of play it straight up and throw to the open guy. They can't just choose a side. And I think we're both going to get our fair share of balls, and we're going to get our chance to make plays, and I think we will do that.
You're a fifth-year senior starting cornerback. How much do you think you're going to play special teams this year?
Coach already made emphasis on that. We're playing special teams. Every time I'm on the field, I'm trying to be the best player. So whether that's playing cornerback, safety, whatever it is, I'm out there playing special teams. I'm going all the way out, and I'm sure I'll have to play some special teams this year, and I look forward to it.
You're already one of the best special teams players in the program's history, just based on the statistics and the points earned. what would it mean to you to leave the program as maybe one of the top 1 or 2, best special teams performers?
I definitely take pride in everything I do. So for me to be able to leave this team and leave the school with that honor, it would be tremendous for me. I'll definitely be pleased with that. So I'm going to give it my all and everything I can this season to hopefully just leave and do that.
Thanks for taking the time, Jalil.
No problem. It was good talking.